Okay, let's go ahead and bottle some of our mead. So we take that jug, and try not to disturb it too much, elevate it higher than the bottles, remove the cork, put in your siphon hose or your auto siphon. Now you'll see that this siphon is made to go down almost to the bottom, but not quite. We really don't want to dig up or siphon up any of this sediment that's on the bottom here. And you lose mead when you do that, but that's okay. You'll get a better mead. Now, critical thing here is that do your best not to aerate it much. You don't want it to get rich with oxygen, because that could start another ferment. You don't want to do that. So you want it to be as gentle as you can with it. Put your siphon hose all the way down to the bottom so it just fills up. And with this auto siphon, you just have to blow in the end. And that way you don't contaminate the mead yourself. But if you just have a hose, you can go ahead and do that. But I like the auto siphon. And it'll fill up quickly. And then you can pinch off the hose to stop it wherever you want. And they also make little clips that you can clip on here. And they also make auto fillers. And I should show you the auto filler. I have an auto filler. I should show you that. Okay, here's a handy little device called an auto filler. And I like this, especially if you're working with a 5-gallon batch where you're going to be doing 20 bottles or a lot of bottles. And what it has is this will fill up with mead, and as long as there's no contact on this, it will stay full. But once this is depressed, the mead will escape through it. So what happens is when you've got it at the bottom of the bottle, it's open and the mead will fill up. And then all you have to do is lift it and it will stop. So it's kind of a nice little device. So you put that on, you connect that to your siphon hose, put that in your bottle, all the way down the bottom, then start your siphoning. Now when that gets to the point where we like it, you just lift that wand up a little bit and it will stop filling, and then you can go on to fill the next bottle. This is a nice mead I made here. It's just a traditional mead, but I used a wildflower honey, and it's a medium. It's got a nice color to it, and it's got a nice flavor to it. There we go. See? Like this, it's pretty nice. So if you're only doing a gallon, it's no big deal, but if you're doing 5 gallons, it's kind of convenient. You can fill all your bottles one at a time, relatively mess-free. Now, if you're watching this video on bottling and you're wondering about the various chemicals, potassium sorbate, Easy Clean, bentonite, I have a companion video to this you might want to watch if you haven't watched it already, that talks about knowing when to bottle your mead, the indicators of that, how to stabilize it, how to clarify it before you bottle it. So there's some good rules of thumb in there that people ask me a lot of questions, send me a lot of emails about those particular questions. How do I know when it's ready? How do I stabilize it? And the most important thing, as always when it comes to making mead, sanitation. You have to be sanitized. You do not want anything to contaminate your mead. That's the #1 rule, always. And you can see you don't want to get any of this stuff on the bottom, and you want to be real gentle with this. You don't want the sediment to get over in as little as sediment as possible in your bottles. And what's left over here in the jug, you can try to get a little bit out and taste it, give it a try, but throw out the bulk of that. That's just normal loss to get you really good mead. So that's how you bottle, and you saw how you cork it. Let me show you this corker real quick. This is a handy little corker. You put the cork in there, and then you just bring it down on the bottle like that until the cork is in. You take your time with that. It's much easier to just put this on the floor and stand over it. There you go. So that's how to bottle mead. Thanks for watching, and plenty more stuff on my website, www.stormthecastle.com.